Morning, Steve Reed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, we have up markets today, I think in part due to U.S. Fed Chairman's comments last night. That's got the stock market up sharply, and a lot of commodity markets are following. We also noted that yesterday China signed an agreement to buy 13.2 million tons of U.S. soybeans. That's higher than expected, and some people think it could be a combination of this year's marketing year and next year's marketing year to try to make the numbers look bigger than maybe they actually are. As far as U.S. soybean export commitment to date, we're at about 18 million tons versus 28 million tons a year ago. So some people think that they're just kind of buying or at least promising to buy a similar amount as a year ago. But we do have beans up 10 cents, and I think that's more importantly because of the sharp rally of the Brazil currency overnight. The central bank stepped in and intervened and to support their currency, and that could slow farmers selling down there for the time being. We also noted that wheat futures yesterday were down yesterday because of talk of the Russians lowering their export duty. We also noted that the International Grain Council raised the world wheat crop 7 million tons to a record 727. They did lower the corn crop 1 million tons to 967, but they estimated world grain stocks up 9 million tons to 456, and that's a 29-year high. We get a hog and pig report today that should show hog numbers 103.5% of a year ago and kept for breeding at 100%, and the market thinks that perhaps we could see a little bit of a bounce into next week's USDA September 1 stocks report and also their final wheat crop numbers. The trade looking for 1.7 billion corn stocks versus 1.2 billion last year and 210 bean stocks versus 92 last year. Overnight, we had a pretty big rain event in parts of eastern Nebraska, western Iowa. Today, most of the rain's in western Texas. We also have a big rain event across the U.S. southeast. The 6 to 10 day continues to call for normal to above temps, maybe normal rains, and that also looks at the 8 to 14 day. Yesterday, or at least the last couple of days, the noon maps have been trying to put in a rain event across the U.S. Midwest next weekend, and behind it, colder temperatures. It looks right now the rest of the maps do not agree with that. So the funds still short beans and wheat, long corn, going into harvest, going into month end, going into the USDA report. Still hearing that as we move closer to, let's say, 25% of the corn harvest, 15% of the bean harvest, corn and bean yields are both getting a little bit better than what the early yields were, especially corn in Illinois and Iowa. Farmers still a reluctant seller though. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.